Hi everyone, my name is Isaac and thank you so much for coming on a guided tour of campus. Today we'll be going around seeing some academic buildings, some popular spots on campus, and some great historic landmarks. Our first stop is Minerva. Let's check it out. Behind me is Minerva. She is a Roman goddess of wisdom and she serves as our academic mascot here on campus. There's a pretty cool tradition that if you have a large exam coming up, especially during midterms week and finals week, that if you take an apple and place it on the statue, Minerva will bless you with good luck for your exams. So it's pretty cool to see students rushing to the statue during those times and putting apples on the statue. Next up, we're going to go across College Avenue to one of our academic buildings. So this is College Avenue, a street that separates academic buildings from student life, and it is pretty scenic, as it also is a pedestrian-only street, so only emergency vehicles and service vehicles can be on this road. And next up, we're going to be going to our brand new nursing and instructional building. So we're here at the brand new nursing and instructional building. Here at UNCG, we have a student population of just over 20,000 students, 16,000 of which being our undergraduate population and the remaining being our graduate school population. We have students come from 48 states, including the District of Columbia, and from over 69 countries. The student ratio here is 20:1, so for every 20 students, there's one professor, and the average class size is 27 students. Academics is our top priority here at UNCG. So we have resources in place like tutoring, the Math Help Center, the Speaking Center, the Supplemental Instruction Program, and the Writing Center as well. And next we're going to go right back down College Avenue to our Jackson Library. This is our statue of our founder, Charles Duncan McKeever. His original statue is in downtown Raleigh by the Capitol building, and he's the only non-political, non-military statue down there. So that's our little claim to fame, and we tend to call him Charlie here on campus. This is our Jackson Library. The library is separated into group study floors and quiet study floors, and throughout the whole library, students can use printing labs, computer labs, and all of our librarians are research professionals, so if a student needs any assistance with any research they may be doing, a librarian is always there to help. You can also check out a lot of equipment, whether it's anything from a laptop, a tablet, or a calculator, which in the bottom of the library is what's called the Digital Media Commons, or the DMC for short. In the DMC, students can use virtual reality, 3D printing, photo shoot areas, green screen rooms, recording booths, anything you may need for your own personal projects or for any classes you may be taking that may require any media. The library is also open 24/5, so it does close a little bit early on Fridays and Saturdays, but the rest of the week it is open throughout the night. But during finals week, it is open 24/7, so you can go there any day of the week and stay there the whole night if you would like to. Next up, we're going to go over to what is called the Moran Commons. We're going to talk about dining at our Fountain View Dining Hall. So we are near the main entrance of the Fountain View Dining Hall, and there's even a convenient back entrance that comes from College Avenue. The dining hall, which is newly renovated, has a lot of meal plan options here on campus, but some of the main ones include the Spartan Unlimited, which gives you unlimited swipes in and out of the dining hall, and $100 in flex. The Spirit 15 plan, which gives you 15 swipes per week into the dining hall and $225 in flex. And the Spirit 19 plan, which gives you 19 swipes per week into the dining hall and $225 in flex. This hall works as an all-you-can-eat style with a lot of different stations, and there's even stations for students who are gluten-free, dairy-free, or have allergies. And next up, we're going to be going to our residential hall to talk about residential life here on campus. We are in front of one of our residential halls, and this is a traditional style hall reserved for first-year students. We have 3 different styles of halls here on campus, including traditional style, suite style, and apartment style housing. Here in our traditional first-year housing, there are double occupancy rooms with community bathrooms on each floor, Residential halls also have laundry facilities, and laundry will always be free, and there will always be kitchens and study lounges for students to use. There also are residential advisors in each hall, and these are students that live in the building and are there for student life and to make sure that the building is safe. Next, we'll be going over to the quad, and the quad is an area where a lot of suite-style traditional halls are for our upperclassmen students, and we'll be talking a little bit about campus safety. We are here in the historic quad, which is made up of suite-style residential halls typically reserved for upperclassmen students. The university also likes to put out a lot of events here on the quad as well. Safety is also a huge priority here on campus. Students can only get into the building that they live in, and sometimes even stairwells and elevators you also have to swipe in just as an added safety precaution. We have 30 officers with the UNCG Police Department, and they patrol campus 24/7. And we have over 100 blue emergency light poles around campus, so you'll never be too far away from one at any given point. On those blue light poles, you can contact the police department with a 90-second or less response time, or press the information button to get any information you may need. We also like to promote an app called Live Safe, which is an app where you can connect with family and friends, and if you ever needed someone to track your walk, you can do that through that app. You can also contact emergency services through that app as well. Also, here in the quad, we are right next to our athletics, so we're going to head right over there to talk about that. Right aside from the quad, we have a majority of our athletic fields, including our soccer stadium. Here on campus, we have 17 Division I sports, and we are part of the Southern Conference. All of our sports teams can play on campus with the exception of men's basketball, which plays over at the Greensboro Coliseum, and students can hop on one of the Spartan chariots to take them to and from the game whenever they want. And students are free for all campus games. Family members are also free for campus games with the exception of men's basketball. We also have the Kaplan Center for Wellness, which is our gym here on campus. It was a $92 million project that opened in 2016 and is a state-of-the-art facility which includes indoor tracks, indoor courts, 2 pools, a rock climbing wall, and so much more. We're going to be heading back over to Moran Commons to talk about 2 more campus traditions. This is our clock tower, and the clock has the myth that if you walk underneath it during your time here, you won't graduate on time. So you'll see students walking around it at all times of the day to make sure that they will graduate on time. And then we also have our rock. The rock, which is spelled R-A-W-K and stands for Really Awesome Way to Communicate, is essentially a graffiti rock where students can paint anything they want on the rock. For example, we have birthday announcements, clubbing announcements, sporting announcements. Greek Life will do rock sits and do fundraisers on the rock as well. And sometimes we've even heard of marriage proposals being on the rock as well. And now we're gonna head to our last stop, one of the very most popular spots on campus, the Elliott University Center. So we are at our final stop, the Elliott University Center, which is our student union here on campus. This building has a lot to offer, including our bookstore, where students can purchase their textbooks and any UNCG gear they would like. We also have our largest food court, our full-service Chick-fil-A, our Starbucks cafe, and a marketplace, which kind of serves as like a convenience store on campus. We also have a lot of offices in this building, and the most prominent ones being the CAP office, which stands for Campus Activities and Programs, where students can get involved with over 250 clubs and organizations. So you can get involved with pretty much anything you would like here on campus. We also have 2 advocacy centers, the Dean of Students Office and the ORS Office, which stands for Office of Accessibility and Resource Services, and those are there so students can always succeed here on campus. We also have the Office of Leadership and Civic Engagement, which about 70% of the student body will get involved with here on campus. And in that office, you can participate in 3 leadership challenges, bronze, silver, and gold, and also do a bunch of volunteer work with the Greensboro community and the UNCG community. We also have the Office of Intercultural Engagement. And so that office does a lot of educational and developmental programs so students can learn about themselves and how to serve others in our community. Thank you so much for coming with me on this guided tour today. You can always contact the admissions office with any questions you may have, and we look forward to seeing you on campus soon.